Welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and looky here. What's Raze doing right now? Is Raze starting out the month of March with an evil clown? That's debatable. Very misguided clown. Very problematic clown, that's for sure. Evil, evil adjacent, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your amusement, the Santini Brothers Carnival proudly presents the first father and daughter act in its history. The Pennywise and Periwinkle Show!
We are bringing to you, for the first day of March, for the first video in March, full video in March, we have got Periwinkle from Welcome to Derry. And here she is, Periwinkle. Now, who is Periwinkle and why is she here? This takes you back, all the way back, taking you back all the way to the novel of It by Stephen King. In that novel, in the opening scene, when little Georgie Denebro is face to face with a being in the sewer and says that he's not allowed to speak to strangers. You can see a couple different versions of this, both in the It miniseries from the 80s and It Chapter 1 in the movies, I guess you'd say, in the 2000s. Yes, you all know the answer that happens there. In the book, however, he says, "My name is Bob Gray, and I am Pennywise the Dancing Clown." That is the name that he gives. Bob Gray is the one that comes out. Now, in the book, that never comes back. It's a sneeze and you miss it moment. It's a little detail that you tend to forget. But what they did with the movies was they expanded on that, and they showed Bob Gray as a person in Derry's past. Now, in the book, it's never specified whether this is one of Pennywise's early forms or not. However, in the Welcome to Derry series that they have shown, they show an old circus performer who has lost his wife and performs formerly for the circus, but even in the visuals of him, he's wearing a bald cap with the extra head and all that fun stuff. But then he goes out and he answers a call of a suffering child, and he becomes a meal for It. Now, this It being the entity from outer space that it is, this cosmic entity, it recognizes Bob Gray's ability to attract children to him. He's heard. I mean, he's obviously present it's obviously present in the area when Pennywise performs. So the entity, or It, takes on Bob Gray's form and uses that to attract children. And of course, as time goes on, as the fear of clowns grows, he just has to keep that form because it just works so well. But the thing is Bob Gray was not alone. Yes, he'd lost his wife, but he still had a daughter named that basically took his late wife's performance name, her stage name, as Periwinkle, and she was just getting ready to start performing. And this happens right as It devours Bob Gray. And so when it takes on Bob Gray's appearance and form that it pretty much always uses, well, little Periwinkle sees it, and she believes that it has possessed Bob Gray, not eaten him. No, she thinks he's just possessed. And then later on in the series, they show a more adult uh, Marilyn Kersh is her name, uh, taking a young girl because she puts it as every time the cycle begins, the it cycle continues. A dark shadow came over her father. Oh yeah, that poor girl's so confused because yeah, basically that was Pennywise sleeping. The Pennywise, not Bob Gray, but Pennywise, and uses her to essentially eat the child that she is wrangling, and then convincing her that yes, your father's still in here. He's still part of me, and just convinces her of that. So, as an adult, Periwinkle basically follows the it cycles and does her best to come face to face with Pennywise. Because she believes that that is her father possessed.
What have you done with him?
Oh, I ate him.
But no, her father was eaten, was devoured by it, and basically took on its form. And she doesn't realize this until way too late. And yeah, it's only then that she gets to join her father in the deadlights.
To Papa.
And but you know, it's continued to use the Bob Gray Pennywise form, and pretty much goes as far as to refer to itself as Pennywise and is known as Pennywise. So yes, when little Beverly comes home to visit, the apartment that she grew up in with her father, yeah, that's when young Beverly comes home. It's Marilyn Kersh that answers the door. But Marilyn Kersh has already been devoured as well, and she is now just another form of Pennywise. But I do believe it's that familiar attachment that's already in there that keeps Periwinkle as a form. But yes, throughout Welcome to Derry, you do see little snatches of Periwinkle as she follows the children, often mistaken for Pennywise. But yeah, she follows the children in hopes of coming to face with what she believes is her father possessed by this entity. And it isn't until the end that she actually gets the full information that no, there is no more Bob Gray. There is only Pennywise. And yeah, that is where Periwinkle begins. But we're going to go ahead and put this guy away, and we are going to talk a little bit more about this.
Oh, you know what they say about Derry, dear? No one who dies here ever really dies.
I think what's cute about Periwinkle being added to the whole lore of Pennywise and everything, because this is 100% Welcome to Derry. This has nothing to do with the actual novel. I've already explained the connection there, where it was just a name that Pennywise used to introduce himself to little Georgie. Probably when he was writing the book, Stephen King probably felt that at that point in time, children would know that clowns were people made up. So he needed to put a name in front of the Pennywise in order for it to become, to sell it a little bit better. Um, but that one little detail branched off into this extra little branch of lore as far as Pennywise actually having a daughter, and Periwinkle is the daughter of Pennywise. And when asked, if she was going to attempt to save any children that were fighting Pennywise, her reaction was very, very, if you had the chance to find the father that you lost when you were so young, wouldn't you take it? Yeah, she doesn't have any sympathy for these other children that are being devoured by Pennywise. She's only in it for the selfish, I want to see my lost father again, which grief can do a lot of things, but that is really kind of a one of the questions I saw asked about how her age was in the 50s, where she appeared to be, fully grown. I mean, let's face it, if it was in the 50s and Pennywise, it had devoured her father in 1908, she'd still be pretty old. But the theory is that, just like when Pennywise offers the Losers Club an extended lifespan in order to serve him, they believe that Pennywise did the same for Periwinkle in order to get her assistance, act as a... we've seen Pennywise use other people as his, the sheriff's son. When he gets older, the bully comes back and attacks members of the Losers Club, and they believe that Pennywise is able to essentially give them an extended life in order to do that, and it's believed that that's kind of what happened here with Periwinkle. I think the main reason why Periwinkle exists, and we're not talking story here, I have a feeling that the only reason why Periwinkle was introduced into the lore of Derry and the It universe, I guess you'd say, was because of the pale young girl in Terrifier 2. They introduced a younger clown character into it, and they probably felt, hey, how can we capitalize this over here in Derry? I do believe that was part of it. I think that that's why she exists, was to kind of jump on the little, let's have a young clown, a little clown girl that is his daughter, which, obviously the pale young girl isn't, we don't really know what she is after all. But I do think that that's why this came about, and I do believe they wanted to add a little bit more clown lore, because you can't really expand upon, there's been so many Pennywise pops made. They've done multiple forms for Pennywise. He's done a bunch of drastically different forms that he takes up. And as far as the pops go, they have pumped those things out like crazy. So much so that Raze was even like, "Hey, we've had enough." Of course, if it's the OG Tim Curry, Raze is going to jump on it. But the Skarsgård later on version, that is something that they still are able to capitalize on and just milk. And I think this was just another way of doing that. But Raze doesn't care, because this is yet another. She qualifies as far as Raze is concerned. She's up there with the rest of the evil clown army that he's created. Raze does have the Bob Gray Funko Pop that they put out. So, and even the Meltdown, I believe, several different versions of that. So she fits right in this little collection, and if nothing else, then just to basically follow Pennywise to whatever goal he's attempting. But but I think that's enough about that. There's really not a whole heck of a lot to talk about because most of the time she's in the shadows. You don't really see a lot of her. And yeah, that's I've pretty much given you about all, well, not quite all that I've drawn from it, but I mean, there's still plenty if you watch Welcome to Derry to be surprised by if you actually choose to do so. But Raze doesn't want to give away everything, so I think we should just go ahead and take this one out and have a look at it.
But you know what they say about Derry. No one who dies here ever really dies.
And here she is. She's all out and everything. I think the interesting part about this is that it does appear to be her older self, and that's absolutely cool. That's all we really need. Although she does have the little horn that the little bugle that she blows in the performance, and I don't really see. I recall that being part of her initial putting on the costume and introducing her new costume to her father. I don't know if that played a part, or I think there's a couple of Periwinkle pops out there. So, but I mean, if there was a child version versus an adult version of her, I don't see the difference. I don't see them doing the difference. But yeah, this works really well. You've got the very similar makeup going on as you would if this was going to be your father. Interesting fact: when the actual Pennywise, or what the human Pennywise names her Periwinkle, it turns out to be a reference that was her mother's stage name. So again, more of that strong family connection, and I'm sure that was a big factor as far as why Pennywise allowed her to continue operating as like a surrogate, let her wander around confused.
Stop!
He's reaching out for his baby girl!
Stop it! Shut up! Shut up! Stop it!
The hair and everything is nice, and gives the nice silhouette of Pennywise. So throughout the Welcome to Derry series, whenever you see that, you automatically think that it is Pennywise coming to get her to show up, when in fact it's not. But yeah, just another little evil clown to put into the vault of all of Raze's evil clowns that he's absolutely loves and obsessed with, and he likes to put out and show off and collect and bother people with. But it is the month of March, and Raze wanted to come out with a strong little start. Got some interesting things this month. Ooh. What just happened to me? Must have been someone I ate. But Raze wanted to start out with a little evil clown going on, a little mild evil clown to start the month of March off. Because yes, at the end of the month, the end of the month is we have C2E2 coming, and while you won't see any of the C2E2 stuff in March, Raze will be going to C2E2 in March. I believe it's the last weekend, and you know Raze is headed up there. He's coming. He's going to get onto that. He's going to get in there. He's going to wiggle around. He's going to get more stuff for everybody to enjoy on his channel. You know there's more footage coming. Raze loves his freaking C2E2 footage. You see that in majority of his videos. Yeah, the chance of getting new stuff for that is just overwhelming. And yeah, we're Raze just totally lost it. because of that, probably. But Raze is going to go ahead and let you go now. I'm going to go ahead and let you mule over the new Evil Clown and Raze's collection. Hope you have a great day, but never forget that life is full of odd moments. You never know when you're going to be defined.